Nearly 5 months since a local pregnant high school student disappeared, we're now seeing newly released evidence involving the prime suspect, her uncle.
So many of you have been reading this story on news4jax.com all day. These are still the last images of 15-year-old Iyana Sawyer. Surveillance shows her leaving Terry Parker High School before she vanished December 3rd. Sawyer's uncle, Johnathan Quiles, but police say he is a suspect in her pregnancy and disappearance. New details have just been released by the state attorney's office. News4Jax reporter Janice Harris has been reading through the information. Janice, what have you found?
Joy, a lot of information has been found. Quiles is in jail for a sexual battery charge on the missing teens for one of the missing teens' relatives. But police also question him about Iyana Sawyer's disappearance.
It's January 8th, 2019. Johnathan Quiles sits in an interrogation room wearing work clothes as he waits for detectives. That same day, he was arrested and charged with sexual battery with a minor. That minor is related to missing teen Iyana Sawyer. Sawyer is Quiles' niece. Quiles told investigators that he was accused of sexual assault by family members when he told them to stop causing conflict with his wife.
Because this is a sister matter type of deal, I can't do it no more. I'm done with it.
He recalls the accusations.
That I think Johnathan has been inappropriate with. Now they question them girls separately, together, and it's been nope. He's never been inappropriate with me.
The investigator explains that she is handling a missing persons case. That missing person is Iyana Sawyer. They found a love note on her computer. They believe it is about Quiles.
And so they're finding stuff on the computer that she's authoring that's implying a sexual relationship with you. Almost like a love affair.
The detectives tell Quiles they have also found his DNA, but it's not clear if it's tied to Sawyer or someone else.
So there would be no reason to have any of your DNA.
Nope, not at all.
Investigators ask Quiles about Sawyer. Quiles explains he doesn't know where Iyana Sawyer is located.
I have no idea where to find her. She never told me anything about running away, and I can't give you any information I don't have about her, period.
Detectives also asked about Quiles about why he bought a phone, a new phone that is, around the time that Sawyer disappeared, and why he sold his van. Quiles said it was just a coincidence. According to the interrogation video, Sawyer wrote in her diary that Quiles was angry about the pregnancy because she didn't tell him first. Multiple sources have told News4Jax. Police have told the family Iyana is dead. Her body has not been found, though. You can watch the entire redacted interrogation video by visiting our website, news4jax.com.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Donna Just Being Real. My channel is all about dating, love, relationships, toxic relationship advice channel. And we're back at it again. So today we're going to be covering Sleazeball Johnathan Quiles, whatever his name is, Sleazeball, Impregnate and Murdered Niece Trial Sentencing Impact Statement. So we're going to watch the sentencing and the impact statement, correct? And also, that was just a news clip I wanted to show. I am trying to find that full interrogation. I need to see that interrogation. If anybody who's watching replay here can help me to find that interrogation, please. I would love to do commentary on that interrogation. Now, I do have the body cam. The body cam is long, so I'm going to upload that as a premiere. I don't know exactly when I'm going to show that, so it's going to be a premiere. And like I said, with the body cam, there's a lot of times in the body cam that is mute. So excuse me, it's not my end, it's just them. But we can still watch this sleazeball run around acting like, oh, I ain't do it. I don't know nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. It's not me. I'm innocent. Please. Really? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have another news clip before we get into the next one. Okay, so give me just a second. And everybody who's coming in, please make sure you hit the like, share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. And if you need to reach out to me for coaching or you have a viewer's request, anything like that, please feel free to look into the description, Please feel free to look in the description, and then you can go from there and you'll find my email address. All right. Now, is this another clip? Yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah. Okay. Let's watch this clip too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get it.
The jury find Johnathan Quiles should be sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
A Jacksonville jury recommended life in prison for the man accused of killing his own niece and her unborn child after raping and impregnating her. We brought you that decision live on Action News Jax at 5, and new tonight, the family of the murder victim, Iyana Sawyer, is responding to the jury's recommendation. I'm Tanika Hughes.
I'm John Bachman. Action News Jackson. Ed Gutierrez is live in front of the Duval County Courthouse, and the family says justice was finally served.
Yes, it was. Iyana Sawyer's family says whether it was the death penalty or life in prison, they're just happy to know that Johnathan Quiles is off the streets and suffering consequences. Now, as I mentioned, the death penalty was on the table, but after about an hour and a half of deliberation, the jurors made a unanimous decision to recommend life in prison without the possibility of parole.
It's very overwhelming, but it's a very joyous feeling. This has been almost 5 years coming, and justice has finally been served.
After more than 2.5 weeks, jurors in the Johnathan Quiles murder trial officially finished their duty. Last week, Quiles was found guilty of all charges, including 2 counts of first-degree murder in the raping and killing of Iyana Sawyer, who was his 16-year-old niece. She was pregnant when she was killed in December 2018. Investigators never found her body after they say Quiles left it in a dumpster. But today, they unanimously recommended Johnathan Quiles be sentenced to life in prison instead of the death penalty.
We, the jury, find Johnathan Quiles should be sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Iyana Sawyer's aunt, Paula Dixon, said they will never have closure, but they have comfort knowing Quiles won't be able to do this to anyone else.
So are we satisfied? Completely. His death will do nothing for us. It won't bring our loved one back. It'll never cover what we cost. So he can live the rest of his life knowing that he did not get away with what he did to our family.
Nobody won in this case at all.
Quiles' defense lawyers say they respect.
Did y'all hear his defense attorney said no one wanted that case at all? And listen how the way defense is talking. They know he was guilty. Defense knew he was guilty. Just listen to him. Look at him. Let me take this band off. Look how he's smiling and how he's talking. I've never heard a defense attorney say that. They'd be like, well, you know, we have to respect the jury's decision, but I feel such and such. No, look at this. Look at this look. Look, come on. Let's rewind it. Let's rewind that clip. Let's rewind that. He said no one wanted to take it. Okay. Wait a minute. Hold. I got it. We got to get the beginning. All right, let's hear him again. Let's hear him again.
Nobody won in this case at all.
Quiles' defense lawyers say they respect the jury's decision and realize Iyana Sawyer's family won't ever be the same.
The victim's family has to go through this with no one and knowing that they've lost their loved one.
Sawyer's family is still grieving and are asking for privacy and prayers, but they are thankful.
Okay, I think that, now let's look at this. Let's look at this picture here. All right, let me, all right. So over here, all right, right here, that's the ex-wife. Well, now the ex-wife. I'm assuming that's her because her hair is shaved off on the side. She was like that before. Then over here, with all this hair here, I believe that's the mama. That's the pretty auntie, the one with the beautiful necklace that was like, something not right, and they cursed her out. Now here's the other auntie that spoke on the stand. Back there's the other auntie who spoke on the stand too. That was the auntie. Oh, I forgot their names. You got to go back to my past commentary. But that was the auntie that this sleazeball hooked her up with the job there. And that's grandma back there. I don't know who that is. And with the purple hat, I don't know what it is. Might be the brother, because I think they said they have one brother. So it might be the brother. I don't know. All right, let's get back to it. And love, laugh, and live. I see you. All right, let's get back to it.
To everyone who helped in this case.
There's no words that we can express to show our gratitude for what everyone has done to bring justice to our family.
And the judge has set the status hearing for this Thursday at 1:30 p.m. And
All right, hello, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let me just shout out to the people that's here. And I wanted to say this is October, and October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Yes, it is. And the reason why I have all this purple, and I always tell people put purple hearts, and anybody who's new to my channel, is because purple is really not my favorite color. Not at all. Pink is my favorite. But purple is for domestic violence, and that's why I have all the purple. So when I say people put out purple hearts, that's why I put out purple hearts. Okay, so now let's get into it. So Kendall came up here, and blessings to you, Brooke. Blessings to you, Amber, Purple, Crystal. And we have Ivilla, and welcome, 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 NK. I see you over there, beautiful. All right, and I just say hi to my girl here. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope all is well with you. Love, laugh, and live. All right. And there go Mod on deck. There go Crystal, 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 Crystal. All right. So let's get into this one. Now we're gonna focus on. Well, matter of fact, just listen to the music while you wait here. Let me set up the next clip, ladies and gentlemen. Do I have the right one? Okay. I have it set up now. This is the clip that we're going to watch is the sentencing. So let's watch the sentencing. And make sure you hit the like and share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And good evening to everybody. And I see Pat. Ooh, Pat just hit us hard with the purple hearts. Excuse me. All right. Love it, love it, love it. Yes, let's throw out the purple hearts. Throw out the purple hearts. People need to keep their damn hands to themselves. Excuse me for cursing. I'm sorry. All right, let's get back to it. All right, this is the clip that I'm showing is the sentencing. And we're going to hear also impact statements. I believe the mother, I think the sister too. I mean, I'm not, well, her sister, you know, Iyana's sister, I think. We'll see. All right, let's get it. And then afterwards, I'm going to also play those clips again. Those clips of the snapshots, the Snapchat, excuse me, snapshot, the Snapchat. So I'm going to play that at the end. We're going to go through that one again. That was insane. Let's get it.
Mr. Davis, you filed a post-trial motion?
Number one was the waiver of the pre-sentence investigation that we discussed last week. Two is the motion for the trial. The guys across the team got the file today. And sent a copy over to the state so they had a chance to review it.
Look at the sleazeball. You're done. I'm sorry, it's kind of low. It's on their end, not on my end.
That being said, Judge, everything else is filed and ready to go.
Mr. Quiles, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth? I do. All right, sir, I'm holding this waiver of pre-sentence investigation report. I believe we talked about this last week. Is that your signature on this form? Yes. If I sign this form, you tell the court that you agree to waive your right to a pre-sentence investigation report prepared by the Department of Corrections. I do. And your attorney has gone over that with you? Yes. All right, and I'll have it be filed with the criminal court. I do have a copy in front of me of the defendant's motion for new trial.
Purple, exactly. Have you ever heard defense talk like that? I never did. You see the look on his face like, yes, lock this monster up. Yes, yes. Ooh, that was very interesting, wasn't it, Purple? That's something new for us. All right, let's get back to it.
State, do you have any position on the defendant's motion for new trial? Anything you want to add on the record?
The only thing I would like to add on the record is just in regards to the Williams rule, and just to point out that the state minimalized their testimony, not going into full facts, and also did not mention it in the opening statement. And then in closing, during my first, I had it briefly on one slide, mentioned it briefly, and then it was also then not mentioned during second closing by the state, to further show, again, that we did not make that a feature of the trial regarding SS's and IB testimony, and SS will be for part 2 of her testimony, Your Honor. And then the rest, of course, the facts and the evidence, and then also the corroborated evidence that then supported for the purpose of the left side has already been vetted and before the court and argued, and we relied on those previous arguments in case law, Your Honor.
Defense, anything you have on that?
Judge, just in response to that, we would argue that the state not only brought up the Williams rule in their opening and in their closing.
They didn't bring it up in their opening. I remember that. Just let me finish. Hold on. The reason why I remember it didn't come up in the opening is because you had it mentioned in your slide during your defense opening, and I remember reading it thinking the state never mentioned it in their opening, and you skipped over that portion of your slide. That's why I remember it was not in the state's opening. But continue. Go ahead, counsel.
I apologize, but I meant it in the first and second of their closing arguments is the way I meant to say it. As part of that, Mr. Stanner did bring it up in his response to our closing, and as he was going over the building block, or the ABCs and blocks of things, it was specifically brought up by Mr. Skinner, so I would argue that it was brought up in that, and it was a feature of the state case, which is why we brought it up in our motion for trial, Your Honor.
Anything else you guys want to add?
The only thing I would add to Your Honor is that hearing is no longer valid law as it was superseded by the Cleveland state, which is 934 Southern 2nd, 1248 in 2006.
The motion for new trial is denied. Anything else we may handle post-trial other than moving on to the sentencing portion of today's proceedings?
Not from the state, Your Honor.
All right, State, are you presenting any testimony or evidence?
A victim impact statement, Your Honor.
Okay, you can call your first witness.
Yes, Your Honor. The state will first call Kimberly Whittle.
Is she just reading a statement, or
She's reading a statement, Your Honor.
you guys have found questioning her?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, she can just take the podium and she can go ahead and just read the statement. Do I need to swear her in?
Yes, Your Honor, you do.
Ms. Mo, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, ma'am. Go ahead, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. Just please state your name for the record. And Ms. Mobley, are you the mother of IS and the grandmother of Hazel? I am. And have you prepared a typed statement to read to Your Honor today? Yes, I have. Okay, go ahead, ma'am. Just take your time.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the mother. You know, I'm realizing these ladies are tall. Just like when we looked at the picture when I showed you all of them together, the mother. Everybody's tall. Wow. Okay, All right, let's get back to it. This is the mother, what she have to say. It is very sad. I think she's going crazy thinking about what she could have did differently and why you didn't see the red flags. But I don't know. Tell me, what do you think of her? What do you think, how she's feeling? Oh, so sad. This all could have been prevented. So sad. All right, let's get back to it, ladies and gentlemen.
I remember looking up at my mother in a state of confusion. I stood up to excuse myself from a conference room full of people. I found myself standing in a restroom trying to catch my breath. I felt the tightness in my chest and my legs immediately collapsed. I fell to the floor and began to cry. My cries turned into screams of terror as I lay there in disbelief. February 12, 2019 was the day my world forever changed. This was the day I found out that my Yanni and little Hazel were gone forever. Before I can even make it home and tell my children, I received a call that it was already aired by the local news stations. I rushed home and immediately gathered my children because I wanted to be the one to tell them. I had to find a way to let them know that their sister and niece was gone. I would never forget the look on their faces when I told them. It was so hurtful because there wasn't anything I could do to help ease their pain as they all broke down. The next few months was so hard trying to keep my kids moving forward because Iyana was always a major part of their lives. She often turned her laptop into a projector and turned the room into a classroom. She was their biggest supporter and always pushed them to do their very best. After the situation, my kids began to struggle in school. Often I would see the news station at her bus stop speaking to anyone who was home. I would have to pick them up from school early frequently. Other days they couldn't find the strength to even get out of bed. Everything they worked so hard to accomplish began to slip away. Although I was trying to further my own education, I took a break from college only to never return. Work was another struggle for me. Being in the medical field is my responsibility to help others, but there was nothing I could do to help myself. I would often go into empty offices or go sit in my car just to cry. I isolated myself from my friends and my family and went into a deep state of depression. We would often go on random family outings. She loved the water, so we would go to Mayport various piers and a river walk. Sometimes we would just take random car rides. Iyana was always so happy-go-lucky and would have all of us cracking up laughing. There was an awkward silence the first car ride we took without her. Our smiles were replaced with crooked smiles, and our laughter was replaced with silence. Holidays are so hard. The first Christmas without her was the hardest. There were so many unopened gifts under the tree with her name on them. We tried to keep our family traditions of going to look at Christmas lights on Gerber Road because this was one of our favorite things to do. I will never forget our last Halloween. We went to pick out costumes and it took me by surprise when she told me she didn't need one. She took my badge and my scrubs and dressed up as me for Halloween. Mother Day will always feel different because now I have 3 instead of 4. I'll never get another Mother's Day card from her with coupons for back rubs or flowers hand-picked from my garden. Iyana was full of life and wanted to do so many things. She wanted to be a pediatrician. I thought about being a lawyer. To my mom, she was going to be a lawyer because she could talk her way out of almost anything. She was thoughtful, caring, responsible, ambitious, articulate. a leader, a comedian, and so many other things. She was just a breath of fresh air. She was everything you could ask for in a daughter. Regardless of the picture that was painted, we were so close. She was my first love. I would never hear her say, "I love you," or hear her say, "I got some tea." I would never receive another FaceTime from her while I'm at work. I would never hear my granddaughter's first cries in the delivery room. I would never get to hold my granddaughter or get her in the middle.
Do you see this sleazeball face? There is no emotion. He doesn't care. And like the news clip I just played, he got mad because she told him before IS told them that she was pregnant before he told him. Why? Why? Well, we know why. You wanted nobody to know. Just be you so you can manipulate her more. You piece of low-life crap. I can't stand you. Alright. You and the rest of y'all, because there's a lot of y'all walking these streets. A lot of them. Alright, let's get back to the mother. Purple hearts, everybody. Purple hearts again.
Or get her in the middle of the night like my mom did with Iyana. I would never get to see her as a mother. She was so happy when I told her I was taking maternity leave. When the baby was born, these things was taken from us just as she was. She wasn't in an accident. She didn't fall ill. She was murdered. Even saying the words don't feel right coming out of my mouth. I would have never imagined this would happen all because she was pregnant. Being the youngest in the family, I've always had the support of my older siblings. I have a special relationship with each of them, and they're always been there for me. I remember when my daughters were much younger, one of my sisters kept them while I was working. When I picked them up, their hair was braided in the cutest style. From that moment on, it was beads and braids. Braids and breeds, sorry. They love to play Just Dance at another aunt's house. As much as my nephew tried, he could never beat her. We have family gatherings on a regular basis because we wanted our kids to grow up together. Never did I believe our family would experience this type of loss. This situation has caused severe trust issues and has forever changed that special bond. Over the past few years, I replayed a lot of scenarios in my mind. What if some of the things that I've learned throughout the trial have been brought to my attention? What if I found out she was pregnant earlier? What if I was...
I'm sorry if I keep pausing. I didn't really get to listen to this whole thing. I was waiting to listen with y'all. She says she learned a lot from this trial. Wow. Oh gosh, I feel like crying. This is so sad. I know I've been saying things, what everybody should have been doing to prevent this. I know, it's how you say, as parents, it's our job to to protect and provide for our children. But that sometimes we just slip up, don't we? But this shouldn't have happened, though. And I know this is going to haunt her for the rest of her life. For the rest of her life. This is so sad. Alright, let's get back to it. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Make sure my audio when I talk that you can hear me clearly in the chat. Resume.
I was told that my daughters was questioned by their aunts about an inappropriate relationship or what prompted them to be questioned in the first place. I would never put my daughters in harm's way had I known these things. I will have to live the rest of my life with that what ifs. I called. You were both there for me and never once rushed me off the phone. I appreciate both of you more than you'll ever know. Thank you to all the detectives and novices that searched the landfill for 7 days in those dreadful conditions. You are truly thankful for you all. To the state attorneys, Stacy and Dan, I can never express my gratitude for our time and the efforts that you put to ensure justice was served. To everyone at the state attorney office, thank you. Donna, to my family, I'm speechless. I love y'all. Thank you to our judicial system. The voices of Iyana and Hazel were heard. We heard things that no one should ever hear in their lifetime. However, justice was served. I thank God for the 16 years that I was able to spend with her. Until we meet again, I love you forever. Thank you. Thank you.
Your Honor, that's all.
Ms. French, to clarify, if there's no further evidence or testimony from the state.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Defense, do you guys have anything? State, do I need to enter an order finding him a sexual predator for count 3?
Yes, Your Honor, I actually do have it prepared on this one.
You can just pass it up. I'll take care of it today.
Yes, and Your Honor, so the federal predator, Your Honor. Pursuant to Florida Statute 775.21, based upon his conviction.
What does Pat have to say? Let's hear what Pat has to say. My opinion, and like I said, everybody here, we sharing our thoughts and opinions. You know, that's what this channel's all about. So we can learn and educate each other. All right, let's get to it. Pat B says, my opinion, I believe the family is feeling also guilty. The older sister tried to warn the family of his inappropriate behavior, but it fell on deaf's ear. Yeah, the pretty one with the pretty necklace on the stand. That's the older sister. She tried, but she got cursed out. What she said on the group chat? They went off on her. And wait till you see the body cam. Oh my gosh. All right, let me go back. But it fell on deaf ears, and the family kept him coming around. See, that's the part that bothers me. What you just said, Pat. That's it. And I think a lot of people feel the same way. And now they all have guilt. All right, let's get back to it. Let me see what A. Young has to say. She must have felt that she had no way out. My heart hurts for the family. All right, let's resume.
And then ultimate sentence today of 794.011 for an 8 B.
Pat, that's the famous question. Why was he welcome to the family gatherings? That's the famous question. That's the part I just don't get. Now they all looking back at it saying, wish it could have and should have, and why didn't, and it's so sad. It really is. That's a great point. We all thinking the same thing. You have to just tell me one time, and that's it. That's it. Especially if your family's telling you, You don't think that your family, they said they all a close-knit family, right? That's what he said. They all close-knit family. So if your family's telling you something about that this person's a sleazeball or whatever, you know, I would listen to them. Let's get back to it, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you, Love, Laugh, and Live for the sound check. Thank you. Resume.
Before we get started, I do want to, I've mentioned this a few times throughout the proceedings. We obviously spent a lot of time together. That 2.5-week portion, that doesn't include the many pre-trials and court dates we had over the summer, over the spring leading up to this trial. I again want to commend the attorneys for how this case was handled from beginning to end since I've taken it over. I know it was a lot of work. I was present for a lot of that work and a lot of the hearings and the depositions, and the motion passing argument, and I want to thank you guys for how you guys handled the proceedings in a very difficult case. I don't have too much to say. A couple things I do want to add is what I find most sad about these cases. What's sad about these cases is the impact it has on people beyond this courtroom. Although it's the state of Florida versus Johnathan Quiles, this court has been filled with people beyond that. Aunts, uncles, grandparents, cousins, and even on the defense side, his brother, his aunts, his cousins. And then what goes unmentioned is his 5 children. And per my math, one of them was probably born a month after he was arrested. He's probably even 4 or 5 years old now. And none of his 5. Although they have to live with this, they don't deserve that. It just shows you the impact of one decision impacts so many people beyond the criminal justice system.
Another judge with empathy. He's bringing up some great points. Nobody's really talked about the kids that he have, what they going through. See, when these monsters do stuff like this, how it has a domino effect on everybody. Everybody feels it. But these sociopaths and narcissists, they do not care. It's all about them. They don't care. They only come into your life to cause havoc and to use and abuse you. If there's something about you that these narcissists, sociopaths, they only come to you like there's something about you that you're giving them narcissistic supply or sociopathic supply, whatever. Just give them toxic supply, basically, the bottom line. And the more you interact with them and stay with them, engage with them, you're feeding into their energy. This is what they want. This is so sad. Michelle says, no one really teaches you how to be a parent. You have God, what you have seen others parents do, and your own conscience. Hope IS mom doesn't beat herself up. Ooh, deep, Michelle, deep. Let's resume. I like this judge. He brought up his other kids. I like that. Yeah. This is just so sad. Resume.
The last thing I want to add is the testimony came out during the trial. The family found out early December the 3rd, and then the rest of the family found out December 6th regarding Iyana's pregnancy. She had no B visit on December 13th. I recall the testimony coming out that the child, at that point, the pregnancy was 22 weeks and 5 days. And if you do the math, 6 days later, December 19th, she would have been 23 weeks and 4 days.
Okay. I can't remember who put it in the comment section. I can see the emotions are starting to hit them. Yep, I see it. I see it with the judge. All right, what else? Let me read this one here. Michelle Overton says, "It's so sad. IS thought what she got from JQ was love, and it blinded this young girl." Yeah, these girls was in love with him. And I think the other sister, younger sister, was too. I think. This is my thoughts and opinions. But we definitely know IS was. And the cousin might have been too. Might have been intrigued. This is what these sleazeballs do. Especially Sochback. They're very charming. We're going to listen to those, like I said, the Snapchat messages after this. We're going to go review that Snapchat messages. I said, why not? Let's go through that one. And A Young, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Those kind words. I appreciate it. Appreciate you being here too. Let's resume, ladies and gentlemen.
Two people were murdered. That baby could feel love and comfort. Sadly, because of Mr. Quiles, he made sure it felt pain. That baby was a real person. I find some comfort knowing that she was with her mother at the time. Sir, you can stand with your attorneys at the podium.
Great point, Crystal. When you said some families don't listen to the elders. Don't get me wrong, you got some elders, they just talk blah, blah, blah. But a lot of them have wisdom. You can learn from them. One thing I wish that I did, like with elders, that I wish I would have learned, asked them what they went through when they dealing with segregation. What was it like for them? That's one thing I wish I did. I know I'm kind of like jumping off subject, but that's something I really wish I can ask a lot of elders about. What was it like? Resume.
So, Mr. Quiles, you were found guilty by a jury of your peers on all 3 counts of the indictment, the only difference being that the jury found you guilty and made a finding of that you discharged the firearm. As to count 1, you're adjudicated guilty of that offense. You're sentenced to life in prison with a 20-year minimum mandatory as required by Florida law. You have 1,537 days credit. As to count 2, you're adjudicated guilty. You're sentenced to life in prison. You have 0 days credit. Count 2 is consecutive to count 1. Count 3, the sexual battery charge, you were adjudged guilty. You're sentenced to life in prison. Count with 0 days credit. Count 3 is consecutive to count 2. Count 3 does carry surcharges of $201, $151, and $151 as required by Florida statutes. State anything else we got?
Just that he is designated sex predator, does he go with Dr. John?
I did sign the order designating him a sexual predator. It will be filed with the clerk's office today.
And that was all your order, thank you.
Defense, anything from defense?
There you go.
If I didn't say so, and maybe I know I announced the 20-year min-man on count 1. There's also that 20-year min-man on count 2 as well. I think everything else I covered in my other sentence. It is $518 in court costs and $50 PD application fee, if I didn't say so. State, last chance to capture everything.
Yes, Carl, that's all I can think of, now that you put the designation as well.
Anything I need to clarify?
No, Your Honor.
If anything I need to add or clarify?
There you go.
All right, thank you guys. I hope, I know it's been a long 4.5 years. Hopefully it brings some kind of closure to both sides, especially the Mobley and Sawyer family. So with that said, we'll be in recess. Oh, I'm sorry, hold on a second. Sir, you do have 30 days to fill the legality of this sentence. And so now we'll be in recess.
My words to Sleazeball. You said in that the body wire, whatever, the wiretap, I guess the word for the wiretap. You said they asked you something like, I'm just gonna use my words. Was it worth killing him? Something like whatever it was. He's like, well, he said I would end up being here. Well, now you are here. You killed her. You should have never been messing with these girls. But it goes back from your childhood. And ladies who watch the replay, I'm not trying to give him a pass. But it stems from the childhood. Your brother was, bullying you. Your mother had some boyfriend. Remember, I always say is, ladies, be careful who these men that you bring around your children. Was abusive to you. You probably was touched as a child. I have the strange feeling you was touched by a child. I mean, you was touched as a child. Maybe might have been a mother's boyfriend or another one of her boyfriends or something. And I think that you was exposed to porn very early. That's why you was having sex early and making babies. You think your life is better now? Was it really worth it? I think you only got with this woman just because of these young girls around her. What a shame. Did you think about your children? The kids that you do have? No, it was all about you. Because you're a sociopath. You don't care. It's all about yourself. Mr. Charming, you're going to sit up in that cell and you're going to look at it like, well, it's not my fault. It's their fault. I didn't do it. Or whatever. What a shame. All right, Michelle says, I hope they find IS so that there is a final closure and JQ can't pretend that he didn't do anything. He can't. There go Jack. All right. Can't pretend he didn't do anything. He can't fool God. So, I love that one. You cannot fool God. Better watch that blasphemous jail action. 20 minutes is not enough. I hope he confesses. Nah, they don't confess. He's not going to confess. Bob Villa would be, but he's not. Every time I just think about, how's it him? A Young said, A to A Young. I was thinking along the same. Thankful Donna is covering this horrendous story. Yeah, thank you for y'all being here. Thank you for supporting and engaging. What was I just leading to? Oh, Lord, I done forgot my thoughts. Let's just go get back to it.
Yo.
Yeah. Oh, let me change it here if you're going to speak. Let me change the setting. Let me change. Okay, Jack, you have something to say.
Okay. I don't care what he went through. At the end of the day, he shouldn't mess with them kids.
That's true. Jack, you have a point. It's just that, we just try to look at why a person would do something like that. I give him a pass, but why? Yep, sounds like it, Donna. All right, let's get back to it. And these poor girls, well, the sister didn't say much, but I think she was in love with him. But IS was in love with him. She was like telling him to leave her aunt and her cousins, the kids that have, that's her cousins, and be with him. And I think that's what she thought she was going to get when she, skipped school to go and see him. Yep, but didn't know he was plotting to kill her. Just imagine the fear. She's so happy. She's run out of school. She got her bags packed. She's going to be with the man that she loves. She thinks that loves her. He's leaving her aunt and the kids. They're going to be together, live happily ever after. Then you're going to pick him up, and then all of a sudden his hands is right on her neck. She's fighting it. She's fighting it. He's like, wait a minute, this is too much. And then he just pull out the gun and said, let me just end it. Be over and done with. Left her in that vehicle overnight. Then came back with that little truck, driving around, pick her up, dump her here and everything. This is so sad. All right, let's get back to it.
She's nearly 70, but her husband swears she looks 20.
Purple, there's no help for these people. It's a sickness with them. There's no help. There's no medication. They can go to therapy. The only thing that you can do for them is lock them up and keep them away from children. That's it. There's no help. There's no help. Just was it really worth it? You, Ham Hock, all of these clowns. Sewer Rat, I just don't get it. Because I'm not supposed to get it because I'm normal. They not normal. So we'll never get it. We'll never figure it out. Resume. And I also want to add with your ugly tattoos. Resume. What did Crystal say? I love you, girl. I love you, girl. Okay. Michelle says, "Oh, I meant life to 20 years minimum is wrong. Isn't that what the judge said? We need to change some laws in the book." Tell you the truth, I couldn't really hear so much with the judge. But I think he's basically is going to be getting life. All right. End of this one. Now, ladies and gentlemen, just give me a second because I'm going to switch. We're going to get into the Snapchat messages. If you need to leave, I can understand. You might have seen already, but let's get into the Snapchat messages. You got to be flipping kidding me. All right. Let me set it up, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to watch the recap of the Snapchat messages he was sending to her. But we never got to hear what she replied back. I guess, they was protect. Somebody left me a comment. Thank you for doing that. Saying, to protect her because she was a minor. I really would love to know what was she saying back to him because you can learn a lot. But we're not going to find that out. But I also, like I said before, if anybody can find that interrogation, please email it to me. Please. I really wanted to commentary on that interrogation. All right. Let's hear these Snapchat messages, ladies and gentlemen. And the speed on this is, it's 1.25. Everything's been 1.25 today. Let's get it. There goes Sleazeball. Walking in the courtroom. And
back on the record, 19 CF 7518. I have counsel of state defense, Mr. Quiles present. We do have our jury present, and I'll wait to bring him out until he finishes up. Before we get started, anything we need to handle for the state before the jury comes out? We just need Detective Abbott. Okay, anything from the defense? No, Your Honor. Can we bring Detective Abbott back in, please? He should be outside the courtroom, I'm assuming. He was in the hall.
Purple? No, I didn't catch that. Interesting.
All right, Detective Abbott's making his way forward. Mr. Gregg, go ahead and bring the jury in, please. No, you're good. You're still on the earth from yesterday.
Your Honor, the jury's entered the court.
We had left off with
Your Honor, the jury's entered the court.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Everyone may have a seat. Before we get started, just a reminder: Detective Abbott is still under oath from yesterday during his testimony. We'll continue with the state's direct here in a moment. A quick scheduling issue. I expect to be able to get a lot of testimony in today. If we stay until a little after 6, does that present a huge issue from anybody? And you can give me nods of the heads if you wish to talk to your better half. And give me a note later or mention it. That's fine as well. I just wanted to give you a heads up now so you can try to maximize our time together. I know it's a long day. It certainly will accommodate you guys for breaks and that nature, but given that it's Wednesday, third day of the week, of week 2, myself and the parties are trying to maximize our time together. So if that's a major issue for anybody, I've gotten a few shakes, but just let me know if it's an issue by mentioning it to the bailiff. Or let me know at the next break or something, and we'll go from there. With that said, State, you may continue with your direct examination.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now, Detective Abbott, we had left off with State's Evidence 64. If you could please tell us about the next entry where we left off. I believe that's going to be the 8/19/2018-202. If you could tell us what that is.
This is another message, 8/19/2018-202. I'm sorry for sending that. I'm still in my feelings, but it really don't matter no more anyways. We will never be together ever again. I don't ever want to talk to you no more.
Again, Detective, please be very careful about reading the exact language, okay? Thank you.
I don't even want to talk to you no more. You really went the lowest that I could handle and would never forgive you.
The next entry, please.
8/19/2018-244. It appears to be a picture.
And we'll just look at it very briefly. And could you tell us what it is?
It is a screenshot of a Snapchat message between Uncle and me, where Uncle says, "Love you," me, we're in the same house. Uncle, I'm coming for a kiss.
The only way you survive this is working together, leaning on each other. This trip ain't even got hard yet, but hard's coming.
Tell anybody who listens that you lived through hell.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
8/19/2018-255. Free man, LOL, inside joke.
And the next one?
8/19/2018-257. I'm so glad I don't have to worry about trusting anymore because at the end of the day, everyone is always out for themselves. So I'll be just the same way. FTW is back in full effect. Fuck it all.
The next one, please.
8/20/2018, 12:43. You can't keep it real with me because I'm not important enough to do so. You keep cheating on me and I'm done with you. So stay in your feelings as long as you need to be. I finished with all my stressing and crying over you. I'm good.
And the next message, please.
It's 8/20/2018 at 1:06. It's so funny how you mess up and you decide that you're going to be mad at me because I don't trust you no more and don't want you no more either. This could have all been avoided, but you choose this. This is what you wanted, so now you got it. I just wish I didn't feel so much for you because you wouldn't be a issue for me to get over. But as I always say, it's just a feeling that will pass in time.
And the next message.
8/20/2018, 1:09. You're just making it all so easy for me to just leave you alone. Goodbye, Iyana. I think you should take the bus back home from now on. You seem to have it all figured out.
And Detective Abbott, through your investigation when speaking with family members, is Yana an abbreviation for Iyana?
Yes.
And the next one, please.
The next one is 8/20/2018, 1:21, and it is a photograph.
And what does it say?
The face of a cheater.
And have you seen this image before?
Yes.
And where was that located?
On the defendant's cell phone.
And do you recall the date?
Do y'all hear this grooming, this manipulation? The face of a cheater. Wow. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to say it, but I hate to know what kind of sexual stuff he had this young girl doing. This sick stuff that no child's supposed to be doing. Reason.
No.
Okay. Would that, though, the date be in the records?
Yes. We read it off yesterday. I don't remember what it was.
Okay, no problem. However, did that picture have a saying on it?
No.
And does this picture have a saying?
Yes.
And what is that saying?
The face of a cheater.
And who's the picture of?
IS.
And the next message, please.
8/20/2018, 1:22. Nah, I'm not going to even bother. You're both full of shit, and I'm not going to keep stressing over you and your lies. Just know you're mad, fucked up, and you lost everything very good to you because you've lost something very good to you because you want to be a unloyal person. Like I said, I hope it was worth it.
And the next entry, please.
8/20/2018, 1:24. And now you're talking to someone else behind my back again too. And you wanted to be married to me. Wow.
And the next message, please.
8/20/2018 at 1:25. You tell me you're a liar. You just can't stay with one person at all, huh? And I also found out the truth about what you were coming to wear over her. That's why your mom flips on you.
And the next entry.
8/20/2018, 1:32. I can't believe I'm still talking to you and actually trying to believe what you're saying, even when I know you're lying to me. I'm so fucked up over your manipulation. It's so sad. I really just need to get away from you. You know, a ton of people would say you're going to end up alone with nobody. I'm not going to say that because that's a lie. You're going to be with someone that is going to treat you the same exact way you have done me. And then you would be able to relate to this feeling I'm having.
The next entry, please.
8/20/2018, 3:51. Oh, so you in your feelings now because you put some effort into something and I dismissed it like how you've been doing me. All of this was just words to me. The only real thing that I know is true is what I responded to.
And the next entry, please.
8/20/2018, 4:44. You got it all the way twisted. I caught you in a lie. You didn't just come out with the truth, LOL. And you still continue to lie about things, so you have only your own self to blame for me feeling like I do about you.
And the next entry.
My W Days are back. Shop exclusive offers for My Walgreens members. Save on new offers daily, in-store and online. Not a member? Join today at mywalgreens.com. Don't miss out.
8/20/2018, 7/13.
No,
506. Okay. I didn't see you scroll that high. 8/20/2018, 506. Same shit. Humble yourself. You're wrong. This why I'm not interested in being with you no more. You have an excellent excuse for everything you know you're wrong about.
And the next entry, please, Detective.
8/20/2018, 507. I asked you how did you feel about your sister liking Jayco, and you said she always does that to you. Then you got real quiet, and I said, UK, KP, you just fucked up, right? So get out of this fantasy, as you was truly just letting me know all your lies.
And the next entry, Detective.
8/20/2018, 7/13. I'm not making anything up. I just choose not to I just choose not be bothered with you no more. You can keep the truth all the way to your grave, but just know, I know, and that's it. Just because I'm not acting crazy over it, don't make it hurt any less. There is many things I keep to myself. So like I said, I'm just done with you and your unloyal, dishonest self. And I hope it was worth every bit of it, because I truly loved the hell out of you. And now I'm trying to get over you.
And the next entry, please.
8/20/2018, 8/26. Yeah, I can't keep this up with you. You know exactly what you did with him, but you'll never admit it. So I'm good. You're good with us not being together, and so am I.
And the next entry.
8/20/2018, 9/12. Why you already know what it looks like. You know what you are, something else. LOL. I'm just so done with you and your bullshit. You're making me hate you every time you try to manipulate me.
The next entry.
8/20/2018, 11/42. I think you will pick a different distraction before you know it, and you'll never even think about nothing anymore.
And the next entry.
8/21/2018, 201. Nah, I don't have nothing much to talk about, and plus it's not the same anymore.
The next entry.
8/21/2018, 209. I didn't mean to, and I did already. Why you acting concerned for? Doing put me in the same caliber as you. I said I wouldn't, and I meant it. Me and Maya are just good friends.
And is Maya a nickname for Samaya?
Yes.
And the next entry, please.
8/21/2018, 11:03. Yeah, I was just going to say GM, but then I thought about it, and you're the one that needs to make the effort, not me.
And the next entry.
8/21/2018, 3:22. OMG, you was right. I can hear the train horn from the zoo.
And the next entry.
8/21/2018, 3:22. I don't like nobody hurting you but me.
And the next entry.
8/22/2018, 12:02. I'm sorry. I forgot you're carrying our child and you're oversensitive. I do love you very much and don't want you to keep going through this drama. But we have plans, and if you act off of your emotions, you will hinder all of our plans in the future. It's very hard to see it now, but it's the truth.
And the next entry.
8/22/2018, 2 o'clock. The day Uncle John told you that Maya liked Ken, they were already dating, and the very next day was the first day that they met up, they had sex, and then on his birthday they had sex.
And the next entry.
8/22/2018, 4:29. You know what I'm talking about, but you want to play dumb. It's cool. Our whole relationship, all that you lied about to me, all of it, because I know all of the stuff you think I don't. Let's try this again.
The next entry.
8/22/2018, 4:29. Okay, then I pray whenever you get ready to tell me the truth, you will, and see how much further we will go. But until then, this is what it is.
And the next entry.
Okay, 8/23/2018, 3:13. I lied about not liking Maya and wanting to do things with her. I started the whole thing. I told you that I was only talking to you, but I was also talking to Maya. The only reason we didn't do it more than once was because she found out that we were doing things and she didn't want nothing to do with me. I did kiss her down there once only. That was the same.
Ladies and gentlemen, you hear this crap? I think I think the sister was she was oh gosh. They all was in love with him. This pretty boy with the wavy hair came up in this family and just turned it upside down. Wow. I will say it and I will keep repeating myself. We have to protect our children. We have to protect them. We cannot have these type of people, anybody around our children. We have to see who's this person around our children. Should have been a red flag. Why does a grown man want to be around a bunch of teenage girls? And another thing too is, what do y'all think? When we heard the impact statements, I think that's it. I don't know if there's any more. I think that's about it. How come the dad didn't do an impact statement? He killed your daughter. And he had sex with your other daughter. Where's his impact statement? I was looking forward for that one. I wanted to hear what dad had to say. So you telling me, these are my thoughts and opinions. If you was a subpoena to come to testify on that stand, we would have never seen who the father is, right? Come on. Let's go back. Just let me know, people that's here and the people that watch a replay. Tell me, what do you think? There go dad on the top left. So if he wasn't, had to be there, we would never know who the father is, right? You don't have anything to say? I don't know. Everybody handles grief differently. So I could be, totally wrong. Maybe he handles grief a certain way and we just don't know. But I just thought that I was going to see the father up there cursing him out. They would have to, they would have to hold him back. That's what I thought. This man took over both of your daughters. Both daughters. But let me calm down because everybody handles things differently, grief differently.
Yeah, you're right about the handle things differently because it could be he could already have somebody waiting when he get in there. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, why let yourself be open like that when you know you're gonna get him hit in the shower?
Okay, I stand to be corrected. You never know. We don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the call may have already been put in.
All right,
So,
Jack.
I mean, I don't know if her dad is a street individual or not.
I'm just going by, I guess, when I watch these trials and fathers go up there. They don't play when it comes to their daughters. But you have a point. We don't know how a person moves, and we don't know how a person handles certain things. But it's just I was just looking forward to see the father up there. That's just it. Let's resume. Thank you, Jack.
Day we did it. I told you things to like me more, and when I told you that I wanted you to see our other people, I was lying. Percent to see. I talked to Mai about you and our problems all the time. Percent to see. At first, I told you I was going to give you a baby to keep. I wasn't being serious, but once I seen how happy you were, I decided to give you two once you get older. After I found out about you and the boy, I was going to sex your sister to hurt you like you hurt me, but she didn't want to, so it never happened. I told you I had cameras up in the house. It not true. I know the truth from something else, which I'm not going to say. I get info from your mom and aunts about you and tell them things so you won't be with nobody else. Percent to see. I said I'm not bothered by your actions anymore, but that's far from the truth. I hate when you are looking at other people. Percent to see. I hate when you talk to other people. Percent to see. I have your friends. Percent
Is
to
he
see.
talking about an underage
Neighbors.
girl?
I hate that you still talk to that boy. I hate that.
Is this referring to the underage girl?
Wait a minute. Wait. I forgot. Jack came in here late. Yes,
Is this referring to an underage girl he's talking about?
Yes, Jack. Yes.
Lay him down.
I can't. Yeah, he's talking to IS. Yep, yes he is. He's talking to IS. This is a grown man talking to a 16-year-old. Resume.
You talk to other people on your social network, Instagram, Snapshot, and some other things you have %2C. I act like I have hacked your phone and I don't know what's going.
And the next entry?
8/23/2018, 3/18. I stopped wanting Maya after she turned me down the last time I got it in my head that it's not going to happen. She said, just laid there, say no, and she was much looser than you.
He's comparing their cookies. You hear this, right? Wow. Wow.
Okay, and the next entry?
8/23/2018, 10:30. You see what you don't get is I don't give a fuck about what Maya do. I only care about what you do.
Michelle, I just learned that today. A Young, the wife was on the road working and driving a truck to take care of her family. I didn't know this. I just found this out today. Shout out to BG because BG sent me a video clip. And then when I was watching, this was she was a truck. I didn't know this. Oh, he was having a good old time. If she's a truck driver, because truck drivers, they always on the road. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. Just learned this one. Oh, he was having a good old time. How are you comfortable being a man, to have your woman driving a truck all hours of the night, all different locations at night? Anybody can attack her. Anything can happen to her. But he didn't care because he was just using her. He didn't really love her. I'm sorry to say, but let's just call it as it is. No real man is going to be okay with his wife driving around in some goddamn truck all hours of the night by herself. Are you kidding me? Right there should have been a red flag. He ain't crap. He's nothing but a sleazeball. I'm getting angry. Resume.
And like I said in my truth letter to you, I would tell you aunt and mom about things so you...
Be careful, and your mom.
I would tell you aunt and your mom about things so you could only be with me. But you might only read the Maya part and disregard the rest.
And the next entry?
8/24/2018, 12:54. That's how it should be. If Jaco comes at you in a inappropriate way, you should tell me ASAP so I can deal with it right away. And if I question him in front of you, you should be straightforward with it all so he knows you're off limits.
And the next entry?
8/25/2018, 7/11, and it appears to be another picture.
And can you describe what we're looking at?
It is another screenshot of a text message from Uncle John.
And could you just read the bubbles, please?
So yes. Yeah, text your aunt too, love. What's wrong, baby? Snap me. Yeah, talk to me. Why are you crying? Hello. WTF, yeah. What happened from when we was talking to now? Are you serious right now? Okay, then, GN, I love you. And then at the bottom, you can make out that it says, I knocked out.
And the next entry?
Love, laugh, and live. You hear this, right? This is what he's talking to a child. You know, you hear these kind of conversations in relationship with adult to another adult. He's talking to a 16-year-old like this. That's his niece. His wife's sister's child. I really would love to know what was her replies. You can learn a lot. I really would love to know, but I guess they want to protect her, which I could understand. I really would love to know the replies that she was saying back to him. All right, let's get back to it.
8/26/2018, 11:19. LOL, you will be my best friend. Went, you're pregnant. I'll cook for you until you can't eat no more.
And the next entry?
8/27/2018, 101. Because I want to take care of you.
And the next entry?
8/27, 2018, 10/29. I was on the roof and you told me to see if the chimney was connected to the other apartment so you could talk to that boy. I said, yeah. And you started to make plans to change your school schedule so you can meet up with him and go to a hotel. I started to cry and then I woke up.
And the next entry?
8/28, 2018, 1:13. Yeah, I can hear it now. If a fire, yeah, %2C. Where Jaco, %2C. In my pants, yeah. You want to put it out? I can't.
The next entry?
8/28, 2018, 12/29. I'm Nim being AB. I just want you to be okay, and I want to know where I stand with you so I'm not just surprised later that.
What can I learn from this practice?
Someone else and or you are talking to someone else. That's what I mean. I'd rather you just tell me up front so I can be prepared.
And the next entry?
8/29, 2018, 12/10. I've been kicked down there so many
Detective, just take your time, okay? Make sure you're reading word.
Yes,
exact word. Just take your time.
I've been kicked down there so much, I'm not sure how you even pregnant.
How you're even pregnant.
How you're even pregnant.
Thank you. The next entry?
8/29, 2018, 5:59. It's a picture.
And can you describe it, please?
It is a screenshot of a photograph of two people having sex, and it says favorite position.
And the next entry? And the next entry?
9/2, 2018 at.
I was trying to rewind to get to the position. He's sending her pictures of position. This is what I'm talking about. It really drives me angry to think about the kind of sexual stuff he had these girls doing, and especially IS. Oh, I know he was taking them all over the place because I could tell he's one of those young kids who was looking at porn very early. That's why he made all these babies. And I forgot who said over here too. Yeah, he was happy that she was a truck driver, so he can just have a good old time while she's gone. I never heard of a man being comfortable with his woman being a truck driver. If he met as a truck driver and he puts a ring on her finger, he's gonna be like, no white man's gonna be driving no truck no more. You know what happens at these trucks driver stops? When they have to do their resto, when they lay over, whatever it is? For women, it's very hard. I used to watch some videos on YouTube about women truck drivers. It's not easy. All right, love, laugh, and live. It's good money. Don't get me wrong. It's a respectful job. But women, I don't know about y'all should be doing it. Don just feeling it's just absolutely disgusting on so many levels. Totally, yeah, it is. This is insane. All right, let's get back to it, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure whoever's coming in here hit the like.
2:03 says ha ja 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 ja. First off, that boy don't know how to fight. %2C. 2, I've been fighting all of my life. I can take hits there. I could stand there and let him punch me and it would have no effect. On me at all. Although I look out of shape, I'm very seasoned. Just 2 days ago, I beat the shit out of someone. I believe I'm going to be okay. You see, I told him to wait until everyone leaves. Not for me, it's so when I knock him on his ass, his pride won't be too messed up. The goal is not to defeat him, it's just to teach him to respect his place.
And the next entry?
9/3, 2018, 11:51. That's what your slow ass should have said from the fucking jump.
And the next entry?
9/3/2018, 11:52. Because it was a simple question that you seem to had a problem answering it. It's cool though. I'm not going to.
Runaway and welcome, welcome, welcome. What exactly did the mother do for work? I just can't imagine these girls being with him alone for this long. I thought the grandmother warned mom about him in July 2018. If I'm correct, I stand to be corrected. Anybody could, give clarity on this one. The mother, I think she works some sort in the medical field. She might be a nurse, nurse's aide, I don't know, something like that. But she did say when she was on the stand that I guess when the kids was little, because she said she known Sleazeball for 10 years. So I'm assuming with the math, her daughters was like 5 and 6. And he used to help to watch her children. I guess when her children got older, they turned around and started helping to watch her nieces and nephews from her sister's side. And they was always over there. So she do something in the medical field. I don't know exactly what the mother does or whatever, but then I just found out today that Sleazeball, now ex-wife, is a truck driver. So he was just having a good old time. Wow. All right, let's get back to it.
Bother you, none. I'll talk to you tomorrow, GN.
And the next entry?
9/3/2018, 11:52. Oh, so you're not going to fuck him. You'll just wait for me. That's what you meant.
And the next entry?
9/4/2018, 9:27. I'm very aggravated right now. I'm going to hit you later.
And the next entry?
9/7/2018, 12:21. Yeah, so I need you to be like 100% with me at all times. I'm just so in love with you. I'll kill you and cry.
And the next entry?
9/17/2018, 1:34. No, it seems like you the one that wants that, but you don't want to hurt my feelings, so you.
Michelle says, plus they got a lot of traffic now, so he could have been more concerned about the wife and took another job himself, maybe trucks. Bingo. I didn't know she was a truck driver. How is a man supposed to be comfortable with that? His woman driving big old trucks all hours by herself. Do you know what happened at these truck stops? That's what I was trying to say, truck stops. I said layovers. Truck stops. It's a lot of stuff that goes on. A lot of men become truck drivers. There's a lot of women that walk around there and they sell their bodies at these truck stops. So be careful if you're dating a trucker. How faithful are they? They're on the road for so many hours. They lonely. Here goes some woman walking around with a short skirt talking about she's going to give him a blowjob. And he go for it. Come up in my truck. I'm just saying. Just something to think about. And no woman should be out there like that. I don't think so. I mean, it's a job, it's a respectful job. You make some good money. But she had a husband. He was okay with that. Yeah. Just my thoughts and opinions. Let's get back to it.
Rather start up your bullshit again so I can leave you. Look, I don't have time for all your little games. You like to play like I'm stupid and don't see what the fuck is going on. I trust you until you start lying to me again. Just like how all of a sudden you back playing your Sims game full time again to the point you don't have time for me no more. I want.
He's jealous because she plays a Sims game. Wow. Total creep, sleazeball.
Won't be surprised that you don't tell the next.
You don't send us the N word?
Yes, it's the N word.
Okay, go ahead.
The same thing you tell me just so you do fuck up. Like the name you keep saying when we fucking, when you about to come and catch yourself.
See, that statement right there lets me know that he was doing a lot of stuff to her sexually that a child should not be exposed to. First of all, at the age she shouldn't be having sex. But it is what it is. Some of these kids are, but they shouldn't be. Oh, they gonna get you in this prison, sleazeball. They are going to get you. Yep, demon husband. He was pretending to be a husband. Yep. He was happy she was out there with that truck. She probably making more money than he was. But she had her little wavy hair, sweet, smooth talker. It was okay. I just don't get it. All right, let's get back to it.
And the next message?
9/17/2018 at 1:43. I do, you just keep lying to me. Then you try to make it as if I'm the one going behind your back. With who though? I don't fuck with your sister. I don't talk to nobody but your ass. I'm just tired of your games. I'm getting getting very old sometimes. I wish I wasn't so deep in love with you. Okay. I won't keep talking all of the bullshit you give me.
And the next entry?
9/7.
He told her, I'm so deeply in love with you. Wow. This is why she was like, just leave your wife, her aunt, and the kids, her cousin, to be with her. She thought they had a relationship. She thought he really loved her. Son of a gun. Resume.
2018 at 1:44. I expect you to like other people, but you can't even admit that. You're 16 and H all of the time. Why wouldn't you? But the fact that you just can't be real about it is sickening to me.
And the next entry?
9/17/2018 at 1:49. Why would she lie about deleting me on Snapchat? That's so stupid, right? You don't be even making sense. %2C. I believe when you said you went to your counselor's office to change your classes, but then you started with all the other bullshit that makes me question your story. But you have it all planned out, so I'm going to let you be. If there was a boy I was up into this point, I was trusting that you'll tell me, but I see you back to your old ways again. I hope whoever it is makes you happy, because obviously I can't. While you want to make it seem I'm doing things behind your back, really funny, Iyana, for lying to me. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm not staying with you either, so if you want to take the bus with your new buddy, do that. It will save me gas and me not seeing your face no more.
And the next entry?
9/17/2018 at 4:17. Yeah, so it can be so easy to leave you alone. I'm so in love with you. I push all my instincts to the side and look like the dumbass at the end. Well, you started your lying again.
And the next entry?
9/19/2018, 11:20. I'm sure you won't understand what's my problem, so I'm just not going to let you bother me like you have been anymore, since this seems to be a ongoing problem with you.
And the next entry?
9/25/2018, 3:02. You're stuck with me until you die. I love you way too much to let you go. So you're not going to have no life.
And the next entry?
9/25/2018, 3:03. I'm way too in love with you to let you go.
The next entry?
10/6/2018, 11:12. So if we get married, we will need to go to Vegas.
And the next entry?
10/9/2018 301. I'm glad you got someone else. I hope he makes you happy. Bye.
And the next entry?
10/9/2018 302. You mad fucked up.
And the next entry?
10/16/2018 622. Well, after you come in my mouth, I'm going to keep licking your clit and make you come again, then make you breakfast. And after you eat, I'm going to slowly put my tip in, then rub your clit with my tip, then slide it in some more until I'm all the way in, all the way, then grab your neck and slowly, with a little pressure, until you about to nut, then come you until you nut.
Spencer, this ranch and your legacy are in peril.
Oh, hell no.
Survival is coming.
1923, new series now streaming exclusively on Paramount Plus.
Guess what?
And the next entry?
It's 10/21/2018.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I had stepped away. I'm sorry about that. Resume.
'18. Josh Alicia T. Payne. I'm in love with a dancer.
And the next entry?
11/3/2018 246. It is a photograph.
And was it a photograph of?
A woman wearing underwear sitting on a man's lap, hugging.
Why is a grown man sharing something like this to a 16-year-old? And you gonna tell me he didn't have her doing some crazy stuff in that bed? Lord have mercy. Resume.
And what is the title?
Add freaky couples.
The title is Freaky Couples. Do I have to say anything else? Come on, we all grown here. You know when a man sends you these kind of pictures. Or if you send him these kind of pictures. Resume.
And the next entry?
11/10/2018 714. He brought me back to life, and then after he left, I ended up dying. So when I came back to life again, I missed him but couldn't find him, and I went to a baseball field with one of his old partners. Then they hadn't seen him in a while.
And the next entry?
11/11/2018 333 501 West Adams Street, percent 2C, room 2472.
And the next entry?
11/18/2018 11:33, wider hips.
And the next entry?
11/18/2018 11:33, thicker thighs.
Next entry?
11/18/2018 11:33, curly hair.
Next entry?
11/18/2018 11:34, trendy clothes.
And detective, the next entry?
11/18/2018 11:34, lighter.
And the next entry?
11/19/2018 325, wow, you don't mean that. No, I get us protection, and since I never knew I could have got you birth, let me start over. Wow, you don't mean that. No, I get us protection, and since I never knew I could have got you birth control without your mom knowing.
Next entry?
11/19/2018 326, I love being in you. I live tasting you with my tongue. I love your moans. You don't want to be with me no more.
The father didn't explode? To hear this? What the heck was her response back? I see Lisa creeping through the back door. Explicits. These text messages are, yeah, and pictures and everything. That's why I say, Lisa, imagine what kind of sick, insane stuff he had these young girls doing. I don't know if he went so far sick and twisted with the sister, but he was gonna go there. Wow. All right, let's get back to it, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Michelle says, IAS was planning to be a doctor or attorney. Yes. She had such great grades. She had all doctor or attorney, but was sidetracked by this fool. Resume.
And the next entry?
11/19/2018, 328. You're really breaking my heart right now. What the hell I do to deserve this?
The next entry?
11/19/2018, 328. I don't care about the sex. I just don't want to lose you. You are what I'm in love with.
And the next entry?
12/1/2018 at 1:42. Oh, okay. Did you and Jaco do anything at all? If you tell me, I will forgive you and I won't bother with it no more. I promise. On Nia.
And does the defendant have a daughter named Nia?
Yes.
I love what you said, Purple. All his chat writing and tapping, whatever it is, talking, he testified against himself. That's how Satan rewards you after doing his evil deed. Exactly. You dance with the devil, you will get burnt by the devil. That's it. So all you little devil helpers out here running around, you're going to burn with them. Resume.
The next entry?
12/4/2018, 149. Yes, you're right, and I do see the problem. I just can't not talk to your sister because it would look weird. Now, a month at a time is okay, but not for good.
And the next entry?
12/4/2018, 405. You don't have time for me at all anymore. That's what it all seems like. So I'm taking your.
Be careful with wording.
So I'm taking you. Didn't want the ring from me.
And the next entry, detective?
12/5/2018 at 2:24. Well, I don't have a GF no more, so I know what you're feeling.
And the last entry.
I see you, Melissa. I see you.
327. Like what way? I know you don't want to be with me no more, so I'm assuming that you have someone else.
We done pull Melissa out the bushes. All right, Melissa, glad to have you here, and blessings to you, and blessing to anybody who's coming in here. And thank you for hitting the like. And if you didn't hit it, please hit it. Share me out on your social media and all that good stuff, and leave some feedback. If you can, everybody, you can leave some feedback after this live stream too, if you like. Resume.
Else who you might be in mind or giving your time to, since you're not giving it to me.
And detective, is that where the records end with the Princess 4846 and the excess Jana communications?
Yes.
She saved $10,000 on surgery thanks to a new app.
Now, Detective Abbott, I think you had mentioned earlier, did you send to get some Google location data from Google?
Yes.
And did you ask the crime analyst unit to map that?
I did.
And so I'm going to be showing you State's Evidence 35. I'm first going to bring up from 12/19/2018. I'm going to pause it for a second. Did you review these?
Yes.
And then after reviewing, did you go and determine the various locations?
Yes.
Now, in the particular one involving 12/19/2018, did you look at the area of where the defendant's cell phone placed him?
Yes.
And I'll fast forward it just a moment to get to that time frame. So in the area around the 11:34, 11:33 timeframe, can you tell, did you actually drive out there?
Yes.
Can you tell us what the area is?
It's a parts place just off of Airport Road. It's Duval Place Drive, north of Ace Pickup Park.
Now, did you drive the distance between, and do you remember exactly this? You said it was off of what street, Duval Place?
Duval Place.
Is that here in Duval County?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, did you drive the distance between Terry Parker High School and this parts location off of Duval Place?
Yes, I did.
How long did it take you by car?
By car, it was roughly 18 minutes.
And was that one way, 18 minutes?
One way.
Okay. Now, did you then, fast forward just a moment. Now, when the GPS ends at approximately 11:39 time frame, did you drive from that area to Terry Parker High School or Terry Parker High School to that area?
I drove from this exact point to Terry Parker High School and then straight back.
And how long did it take you in driving time?
So round trip was roughly 35 minutes.
And so round trip was 35 minutes?
Yes, ma'am. I got over there. It took me longer to get there because of traffic than it did to get back.
That's why you're saying approximately?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, and looking at the map as well, is the area around the 11:39-29 time frame, is that north of Ace Pickup Park?
Yes.
And can you just circle approximately where Ace Pickup Park would be in relation to that pin? So in distance-wise, how far is that from the last pin on the Google location data?
Approximately a mile, maybe a little less, a little more.
So it's not far?
No,
Is
ma'am.
that fair to say?
No, ma'am, not at all.
All right, move on to December 20th. Now, were you able to determine this location here where the GPS location commences at 12/20/2018 at approximately the 16:04 hour?
Yes, this is Bush Drive, right at Main Street. And this location here is a bank or a post office. Sorry. There's a bank and a post office right next to one another.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Detective. And how far would this location have been from Ace Pickup?
2 miles, 3 miles.
And is Ace Pickup Park south of this area?
Yes, ma'am. You straight down Main Street.
And could you just draw for us which one is Main Street?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to put the link in the chat if anybody wants to jump on and share their thoughts for a few minutes, share their thoughts briefly while I play this. I'm just going to let it play for like about another 2 more minutes or 3 more minutes. And if nobody wants to jump on, I understand. I will end it because I just want to show the Snapchat messages. I showed everything I already wanted to show. So I'm going to put the link in the chat if everybody want to jump on here and share their thoughts about this or fill us in on something we didn't know about. Because I definitely was surprised when I found out today she was a truck driver. And your husband okay with that. That's just my thoughts and opinions, you know. So y'all female truck drivers got husbands, don't come gunning for me talking about, oh, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? If y'all okay with that, I'm just saying, gentlemen are providers and protectors. And they're not going to be too comfortable sleeping at night to know that their woman is out there all hours of the day and at night going to different stops. And they're not there to protect their woman. I'm just saying. Something to think about. A dating advice tip right there, ladies and gentlemen. Take it and use it. All right, let's get back to it.
And is that the roadway that's going north and south on this map at this time frame at 1611?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Now, what area is the Google data driving?
Heckscher Drive, Zoo Parkway.
Okay. And then what bridge is this?
I believe that's the bridge that, I don't know the name of it. It's the one on Heckscher Drive that takes you across the river.
Okay. And now approximately where are we heading?
Down towards Beach Boulevard.
Now, were you able to determine the location of 10268 Beach Boulevard?
Yes, ma'am.
And what was that location?
The gun gallery.
And I believe you had already stated this is also where you found a sign-in sheet with the name Johnathan J. Quiles?
Yes.
And was it on the 12/20/2018 date?
Yes, ma'am.
"'Twas just getting dark on Halloween night. Monsters and
Next, what direction is the Google data traveling in?
North.
Do you know what bridge it is now that is being passed over?
The Danks Point Bridge.
And now I'm paused it at the 2 minute and 8 seconds. We see about 528 Trot River Drive, 1739. Were you able to determine this location?
528 Trout River Drive is the defendant's address.
And now what direction is the Google data traveling?
It's going back south.
And do you recall what area of town this is that we're now traveling? And I'll pause it. It's at the 1809 time frame.
I would consider this zone 3. It's kind of the Mayport area, Extra Drive area. And Gervin Road is where it's at now.
Okay, so at the 1817 time frame, you say this is Gervin Road?
Yes.
And is that what we're looking now is the Gervin Road area?
Yes, it's showing the phone moving around that neighborhood.
That was the GPS now traveling, looks like westbound and northbound.
West and then north.
So I've now paused it at the 1848. Were you able to determine this location?
This is a Walmart off of 295 and Monument.
Now, when did you learn of the potential location defendant being at the Walmart?
Once I got the results back from this, it was March 20th, 2019. And it takes roughly a week to get the crime analysis unit to map things for us. So 3 months later.
Would you have been able to try to obtain video surveillance?
We contacted them and we were told that they only hold video surveillance for 30 days.
Now, Detective, ultimately, was the defendant arrested for the murder of IS and the sexual battery in July of 2019?
Yes.
Just have a moment. No further questions, Your Honor.
Good morning, Detective Abbott.
Morning, sir. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing well.
Good. All right. So between yesterday and today, we've gone over quite a bit.
Yes.
Mine will kind of go back over here in just a second.
So Dave, just put it on the table. Yeah.
I was going to say, it's rolling away on me.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I thought somebody's gonna, pop up. I guess nobody wants to pop up on the panel. It's okay. Let's get into it. Now, I'm gonna do another one with the body cam, but like I said, the mute, not now, of course, not now. I'm gonna upload as a premiere, but like I said, with the body cam, it's a lot of times that it's mute, and it's about 2 hours. So make sure you have your crunch and munch, you comfy, have your cocktail, your water, your coffee, whatever it is that you like to get comfy with. Be comfy. But a lot of parts is going to be, mute on there. But you could get to see this clown running around looking stupid. Really stupid. And then you get to see his, now, currently his ex-wife and everything. You could see everybody else. But like I said before, if anybody can get a hold of that interrogation, that clip that I showed before, I would love to see the interrogation, because in this channel, we love to do interrogations and body cams because you learn a lot about these these monsters, these narcissists, sociopaths, these psychos. And it's really sad how he just came into this family's life and turned it upside down. And hopefully, everybody's able to find, closure. And, well, you're never going to have closure because they never got her body. And the way he dumped it like just a piece of trash. You stop over McDonald's, you get something, and when you're done with it, what do? Throw it in the trash. And that's what he did to this beautiful little young lady. And I hope her sister is going through some intense therapy. Because when I hear that she's engaged, she's a young girl engaged. It's a beautiful thing to be engaged or soon to be married. I don't have a problem with that. That's beautiful. But hopefully she got enough therapy. Because she went through a lot. Oh, boy. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end it. No one else is popping on here. I'm going to end it. And like I always say is, ladies and gentlemen, date smart, not thirsty. Because I see a lot of thirstiness was going on here. A lot. Not too much smart. A lot of thirsty. All right. Hit the like if you didn't hit the like. Feel free to share your thoughts at the end here. And hit the, feel free to hit share your thoughts at the end here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you need to reach out to me, look in the description. You can find my email. If you have viewers requests or you need coaching, anything like that. And we go from there. Poor Angel. You had your whole life ahead of you. And I think you'd have been a phenomenal lawyer or a phenomenal, I think her sister said she wanted to be a pediatrician. So you love kids. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, well, my girl, said something here. Love said, blessed to you, Donna. Blessings to you. And everybody end off with some purple hearts. Adios.